A long time ago in the ancient year of 1994, Rare released a game for the Super Nintendo called Donkey Kong Country, and it was pretty awesome. And then they released a sequel, and it was also awesome. And then they released another sequel, which wasn't as awesome, but was still pretty awesome. And then some Chinese bootleggers released a fourth game for the NES. That one's not official, but by the standards of bootlegs, it's actually alright. So that brings us here to Donkey Kong 5, the journey of over time and space. Yes, Donkey Kong 5. I'm assuming it's a Donkey Kong Country sequel, but for all I know it could be a sequel to the original Donkey Kong Jr., and Donkey Kong 3. Maybe it's a sequel to Donkey Kong Land, or maybe it's a spiritual successor for Donkey Kong 1994, which is actually an official Game Boy game, and is really amazing, and you should play it if you haven't. Donkey Kong 5, a bootleg sequel to a bootleg game. So today on Stuff We Play, we're going to look and see if Donkey Kong 5, The Journey of Over Time and Space, is a hidden treasure, or if I should have just left it overseas. Upon booting up the game, we're presented with a story. The pretty and virtuous girl, Sodoma, was Donkey Kong's friend. She was the spirit what charge of all the plant in the world. She distributed sunlight, air, and water to each plant every day so that they could grow up healthy and strongly. But the Lombardo lived in the darksome corner and didn't like the darksome corner. They didn't like the world full of green grass and bloomy flower. So the evil Lombardo abducted Sodoma to arrest the growth of the life. From then on, the flower bloomed no longer, and the tree blasted slowly. The banana, the wild fruit the Donkey Kong loved, had been lacked too. The world became desolate at once. There was no anything to eat. Donkey Kong felt very hungry, and the famine made him thinner and thinner. Finally, he became a monkey. I don't think that's how biology works. The poor Donkey Kong can but left the forest, begun his journey to search for food, and save Sodoma. Now, I have no idea who the hell Sodoma is. Something tells me it's just a mistranslated version of Pauline from the original Donkey Kong games. But regardless, let's get started. This looks familiar. Oh yeah, because it's Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, this level layout is exactly Super Mario Brothers. The warp points are there. The enemies behave the same. You even gather these weird things which turn not Diddy Kong into regular Donkey Kong, and then make it so regular Donkey Kong can shoot Hadoukens instead of fireballs. This game confuses me. Also weird about this game is Donkey Kong, when he's not in his Diddy Kong form, turns into the Tasmanian devil when he runs. The other thing that's interesting about this game is this was on the Game Boy Color. Since this is literally just Super Mario Brothers but with graphics ripped out of Donkey Kong Country for the Game Boy Color, you'd expect it to run just as smoothly. But no, this game lags a lot. Sometimes it doesn't even seem like there's anything on the screen that still lags, which can trip you up in some platforming sections, but also make it extremely easy in others. Overall, if you're going for warp zones, you could beat this game in about 4 to 5 minutes, especially since it stops after World 5. Literally, you beat the World 5 boss, who's for some reason Dracula instead of Bowser, and cut to credits. That's it. I must say though, as strange and choppy as this may seem, it does control well, as in to say it controls exactly like Super Mario Brothers. A jumps, B runs and shoots fireballs if you tap it in succession, and start pauses. The game is not actually that bad. It's weird, but it's definitely not bad. On the whole, I'd actually recommend Donkey Kong 5, The Journey of Over Time and Space. Sure, it's just a laggier, shorter version of the original Super Mario Brothers, but with Donkey Kong in it, but I'd say it's worth checking out just for both the what the hell factor and the fact that that story is literally the best English I have ever read. Thank you very much for watching. Share this video, like, and subscribe if you're so inclined. Follow and upvote if you're on VidMe, and I will see you next time.